Okay, so with the hang, squat, clean. All right, typically with the dumbbells, we're going to start from the hang position, which is going to be somewhere above the knees, ideally. So we'll take some from between the hips. If your dumbbell heads are small enough that you can go between the hips, then we'll take some from outside the hips, just in case you have bigger heads of your dumbbells and you can't quite fit in between your legs. Okay, so same thing applies when we go from between the hips, just like a kettlebell swing. The dumbbells stay above the knees and as close to the hips as possible. Okay, we generate that momentum up. So you can see it's like a kettlebell swing into a front squat. When I catch, the dumbbell heads are together, just like this. Okay, we don't want them out here. Bring them together and stand. Okay, those are a few from inside the legs, between the hips, as opposed to going outside. Okay, when we take them outside, same thing applies. It's a slight dip, chest stays up. There's a slight bend forward, but we want to keep the dumbbells as high as we can. So it's a dip and a swing and a catch, okay? You may have to jump a little wider on these, okay? Because when we don't have the dumbbells between our hips, our stance is gonna be a little bit more narrow. So you may have to jump out to catch those, and I'll kind of show you how to do that. So if you're taking them from outside the hips, okay, remember, it's a dip with a slight lean, not a lean, okay? So make sure the knees bend, butt drops. My chest is naturally going to come forward a little bit for the momentum and catch. Okay? So we're starting a little bit more narrow in the stance, getting that dip, jump in a little wider, still catching the dumbbells with the heads facing in. So from here, butt down, chest up, catch. Feet together, dip, jump. Feet together, dip, jump. Just like that, okay? Just remember, when you catch it, we want the dumbbell heads turned in, not out here. So everything stays nice and tight, right close to our body in sort of that vertical plane, okay? So that's what we're looking for on those. Whether it's inside or outside, dumbbells don't go below the knees. In either case, we're staying nice and tall. Slight dip in the hips. Chest comes forward a little bit, but we're fighting to keep as tall as we can. If you can't do it with dumbbells, okay, I'm going to show you how to do it with a kettlebell. We're going to take a kettlebell between the feet, okay? We're going to drop down into this clean position. Butt is down, chest is up, never leaning forward, always sitting, regardless of what we do. Again, any pull from the floor is a sit, not a lean. Legs always generate momentum. So from this position, sit into the kettlebell. We're going to stand, catch, and stand again. Back to the hips, sit, jump, catch, squat. Hips, squat, jump, squat, stand, squat, jump, squat, stand, okay? Notice the kettlebell stays nice and tight on the body. I'm retracing everything on the way down for the most part. I'm not coming from up here all the way down to the floor. I catch, I stand here, I recycle to the hips, and I squat, jump, squat, recycle, and back down, okay? Nice and tall the entire time. So we start in a squatting position, we jump to a catch, squat the kettlebell, and then recycle to our hips and back to the floor, okay? Any of those variations is fine. If you can use the dumbbells, use the dumbbells. If you need to start with the kettlebell to kind of get into a rhythm, see how that feels, it's a great way to start. You can use that. No, there's nothing wrong with that. Which variation you use, whether outside of the hips, inside of the hips, on the squat clean itself doesn't matter. Whichever you prefer. I prefer to go inside the hips whenever possible. I feel a little bit better when I'm doing things more like a kettlebell swing. But again, totally up to you, your preference, and your equipment might dictate that. But try all the versions, see which one you like, and then hopefully we can progress, to the double dumbbell at some point in time.